I wanted to come here because I just wanted to make sure that you knew whose library this is. Who does this library belong? Who said it? What did you say? It's yours? It's your library? You're absolutely right. It's your library, and it's your library, and it's your library. It's all of our library. Did you know that? Do you know whose business it is? It's yours too. It's all yours. It's here because we want you to use it. And the only thing you have to do is use it and respect it and take good care of it. Can you do that with us? Well, I'm excited to be here with you. And I wanted to make sure that you knew about a program that we have in St. Paul called Read Brave. Has anybody heard of Read Brave? Would you do me a favor? There's people walking around the track and they may not have heard of Read Brave, so would you just say with me, Read Brave, really, really loud? Say, Read Brave. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now they know about Read Brave and they know all about it. It's our goal in St. Paul, and it's our work to try to make sure that we as a community can have big conversations together. Some cities have programs where they do like a mayor's reading club where it's all one book. But the problem with just having one book is different people read different kinds of books. Teenagers read books, and graduate school students read books, people who live in senior homes read books, and young children like you read books. And if we only have one book, then we wouldn't be able to have a conversation that includes all of us. So our librarians in St. Paul are really, really, really awesome. Did you guys know that already? Yeah, I have a feeling if you're here, it's because you know that our librarians are pretty awesome. Let's have a big round of applause for our librarians. And what they suggested instead is that we take in St. Paul, our librarians get together every year and we pick a topic. And sometimes it's been housing, sometimes it's been mental health. This year it's community cares, and our librarians have selected a whole set of books that include a nonfiction book, that include a young adult novel, and that include some children's books for all of us to read here today so that we can all have a big conversation together about community cares. So I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for being a part of it. And for all the parents and mommies and daddies and grandparents in the room, we have book clubs in our city who get together. We have schools who are reading Read Brave and having a big conversation around community cares this year in our community. You know, we've been through kind of a rough time these last couple of years. So just how we care for one another as community. We're having this big conversation in our schools. We're having neighborhood book clubs. We'll have author visits and things like that because we just want to make sure that we connect and are really thinking about how we do our best to care for one another. So that's it. Can we read a book? Does anybody here like books? You like books? That's fantastic. Listen, I love books, and let me tell you, I do a lot of reading as the mayor, and I don't think I could do this job if I didn't love reading so much. So if you love reading, that means maybe you'll be the mayor one day. Okay? All right. I want to read to you this incredible book. It's called Thank You, Amu. Has anybody ever read this book before? It's one of my favorites. You've read this book before? Our librarians have read like all the books. Listen, do you want to know a secret about our libraries? Anybody want to know a secret about our libraries? Okay, listen, I'll tell you a secret. You ready? You ready? I'm not supposed to tell anybody this, so don't tell anybody I said it, okay? Did you know that there's a spaceship in this building? Did you know that? You can go to outer space right in the library. Did you know there's a submarine in this building? You know what a submarine is? Where you can go way underwater. Did you know there's a time machine in this building? You can go back in time, you can go forward in time, you can go all over the place. Did you know there's an airplane in this building? You can go anywhere in the world in this building. You know how you do it? In the books. Inside the books, you can go underwater, you can go back in time, you can go to outer space, you can go to Africa or Europe or Asia or anywhere you want to go. And that's what I love about the library so much, is it frees my mind to take me anywhere. So today I want to take you to the home of a wonderful woman named Amu. Are you ready? Okay, and pay attention because I might need your help with some of parts of this, okay? All right, it's called Thank You, Amu. Can everybody say, Thank You, Amu? All right. On the corner of First Street and Long Street, on the very top floor, Amu was cooking a thick red stew in a big fat pot for a nice evening meal. She seasoned and stirred it and took a small taste. What a delicious stew, Amu said. Tonight's dinner will surely be the best I ever had. Does anybody here like good stew? Good yummy stew? Yeah, it's really yummy. Especially on like a winter day, it warms you up all inside. With that, Amu put down her spoon and went to read a book before supper. As the thick red stew simmered on the stove, its scrumptious scent wafted out the window and out the door, down the hall, toward the street, and around the block until there came a knock on Amu's door. When Amu opened it, she saw a little boy. She saw a little boy. Little boy, Amu exclaimed, what brings you to my home? I was playing with my race car down the hall when I smelled the most delicious smell, the little boy replied. What is it? Thick red stew. Stew, he sighed. That sure sounds yummy. Amu thought for a moment. She was saving her stew for dinner, but she had made quite a bit. It would not hurt to share. Would you like some? The little boy nodded. And so Amu spooned out some thick red stew from the big fat pot for her nice evening meal. Thank you, Amu, the little boy said, and went on his way. With that, Amu closed the door and went back to her book. As she read, her thick red stew's scrumptious scent wafted out the window and out the door, down the hall toward the street and around the block until, guess what? Can you knock with me? Say, knock, knock, knock. That's right. Someone was at the door. When Amu opened the door this time, she saw a police officer. Mrs. Police Officer, Amu exclaimed, what brings you to my home? I was on duty down the street when I smelled the most delicious smell, the police officer said. What is it? Thick red stew, Amu replied. Ah, stew, she said, and her mouth watered. That sure sounds tasty. Amu thought for a moment. There was enough to share. Would you like some? The police officer nodded. Once again, Amu spooned out some thick red stew from the big fat pot for her nice evening meal. Thank you, Amu, the officer said, and went on her way. And so for the second time, Amu closed the door and went back to her book. But do you think she's going to be able to just read in peace? What do you think is going to happen? I think so too. Sure enough, as she read, her thick red stew's scrumptious scent wafted out the window and out the door, down the hall toward the street and around the block until... How'd you know? Have you read this book before? You just knew? Again, someone was at Amu's door. This time when she opened it, she saw a hot dog vendor. Mr. Hot Dog Vendor, Amu exclaimed, what brings you to my home? I was selling my hot dogs down the block when I smelled the most delicious smell, Mr. Hot Dog Vendor replied. What is it? Thick red stew. Ooh, stew. The vendor licked his lips. That sounds quite delectable. So Amu spooned out some thick red stew from the big fat pot for a nice evening meal. And what did he say? Thank you, Amu. And he went on his way. Throughout the day, people from across town knocked on Amu's door. She fed a shop owner, a cab driver, a doctor, an actor, a lawyer, a dancer, a baker, an artist, a singer, an athlete, a bus driver, a construction worker, Even the mayor stopped by, because we all know that mayors love thick red stew. And each time they knocked, Amu shared. Are there any good sharers in the room? Any really good sharers in the room? You're a good sharer? You're a good sharer too? Well, you would probably be just like Amu, because every time somebody said, that stew sure smells good, Amu just shared and shared and shared, didn't she? Soon, the sky darkened, the streetlights brightened, and it was finally time for dinner. But when Amu opened her big fat pot of thick red stew for her nice evening meal, what do you think happened? It was all gone. It was empty. Amu sniffled. There goes the best dinner I ever had. Sorry and blue, she sat at the table with her empty pot until, loud, come on. Even louder, come on. Even louder than that. It sounded like, oh my goodness, who could that be? Amu wondered. Who do you think it is? When she opened the door, she saw the little boy, the police officer, the hot dog vendor, the shop owner, the cab driver, the doctor, the actor, the lawyer, the dancer, the baker. Why, everyone she fed today was at her door. I'm sorry, everyone, Amu replied. My thick red stew is all gone. I have nothing left to share. The little boy tugged at Amu's sleeve. Don't worry, Amu. We are not here to ask. We are here to give. What do you think they're going to give her? Food. The police officer carried in a fresh salad. The mayor entered with a roast chicken. The baker brought a collection of sweet goodies. Even the little boy presented Amu with something special in a shiny red envelope. Everyone who had knocked on Amu's door that day squeezed inside her tiny apartment, and together they ate, danced, and celebrated. While Amu's big fat pot of thick red stew was empty, her heart was full of happiness and love. She ate and ate and ate while I tried to turn the page, because that dinner was the best she ever had. And when she got done eating dinner, she finally opened that shiny red envelope that the little boy had given her, and inside was a note. And what do you think that note said? Really big and loud, the note said, "Thank you, Amu." The end. That's a book, Thank You, Amu. And you know why I love that book? I love that book because it reminds us that there are people who do things for us all the time. And sometimes when you're like 2 or 3 or 4 or 16, you can forget to say thank you to the parents who do things for you all day, every day. So does anybody here, did you bring an adult with you?
Yeah.
Did anybody bring an adult with you?
Yeah.
Okay, can you do me one big favor? And just look at the adult you brought with you. Wherever your adult is, look at your adults. Make sure they're behaving. And look at them and tell them a big, huge thank you. 1, 2, 3. Thank you all for being the Amus in our lives. Thank you.
As you mentioned, we should say thank you to our many ways to say thank you. One of my favorite ways to say thank you is mahalo. That's in Hawaiian. Are there other ways that you'd like to say thank you? Yes.
Gracias.
Gracias. Anyone else? Yes. Oh, say so loud in the back. I tried my best. That was wonderful, and thank you. And there's another way we can say thank you. It's sign language, American Sign Language. Now, I'm not fluent in American Sign Language, but I've learned a It goes like this. Thank you. That's wonderful. And here's another wonderful word to say and sign, and it's please. And here we go. Please. And I've learned a terrific song all about how to say please and thank you in American Sign Language. Will you try it out with me? Please? Oh, thank you. All right, friends. And here we go. I'll sing it one time through and so you can hear it and try it out. And it goes like this. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. I can, and your sign. Sign it. Yes, I can. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. I can sign it. Watch my hands. That was excellent, everyone. Now let's try it in its entirety. So it goes like this again. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. I can sign it. Yes, I can. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. I can sign it. Watch my hands. Here's a great thing. I have a question for all of you. How do you do? Are you ready for another story? Are you sure? Well, just to make sure, if you're ready for a story from your pants, ready for a story from your pants, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story from your pants, you're pretty ready. But if you're ready for a story on repeat, if you're ready for a story on repeat, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story on repeat, almost there. Well, if you're ready for a story, say read, pray. Read, pray. If you're ready for a story, say read, pray. Read, pray. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, say read, pray. Read, pray. Well, I think you're all ready for a story. But if you're super duper ready for a story, let's do all three. If you're ready for a story, all three. Stop. Read, pray. Ready for a story, do all three. Stop. Stop. Read, pray. Ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, do all three. Stop. Stop. Read, pray.
Awesome. You guys, you know what? I just have to say this. I just have to say this. Would you listen to me say something for 1 second? You know what? I knew this before the pandemic, but even during the pandemic, when we all were staying inside and our librarians were doing story time online and on YouTube and all, just figuring out different ways, I just knew we have the best librarians in the world. And you know what? If anybody doesn't know it, all they have to do is come to story time, because we have some amazing story times. Isn't she amazing? Can you give a big round of applause for my friend Rose? I love coming to story time at the libraries, and I love it when I get to read books, but I also love it when I get to just hear our incredible, amazing, second to none, best on the whole planet librarians here take great care of our families. They're just so fantastic, and we appreciate it. And even her dress shows her commitment to libraries and reading, because did you notice what's all over Miss Rose's dress? Books! That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. You ready for another story? You sang a whole song about it. You must be. This story is called Hooray for a Hat. Are you ready for it? Here we go. And you know me. I might need your help, so I need you to pay attention. When Elephant woke up, he was grumpy. Can you show me your grumpy face? He was grumpy. I know it's going to be hard for you because you never wake up grumpy. Parents are laughing. When Elephant woke up, he was very grumpy. The doorbell rang and Elephant stomped down the stairs. Stomp with me. Go away, he said. I'm grumpy. That's not nice. There was a present on the doorstep. I'll bet you that surprised him. Elephant unwrapped the box. It was hard to stay grumpy now. Hooray for a hat! That's quite a hat. Do you see Elephant's hat? Do you see Elephant's hat? It's hard to be grumpy with a hat like that on, isn't it? Elephant cheered, I will show Zebra. Let's see. But Zebra did not want to look at any hats. Go away, Zebra said. I'm grumpy. Put your grumpy face back on. Put your grumpy face back on. Yeah. Go away, Zebra said. I'm grumpy. So Elephant gave Zebra a hat. Zebra smiled. You got a smile? They both cheered. Hooray for a hat. Let's show Turtle. What do you think's gonna happen when they get to Turtle? But Turtle would not come out of his shell. Go in your shell. Turtle would not come out of his shell. What do you think Turtle said? He said, go away. I'm grumpy. Oh my goodness, put your grumpy face back on. Yeah, Turtle said, go away, I'm grumpy. Elephant gave Turtle a hat too, and Turtle smiled. They all cheered. Hooray for a hat. Say hooray for a hat. Let's show Owl. Do you think Owl's in a good mood? Grumpiness is going around. But Owl did not want to see them or their hats. Put your grumpy on. Owl said, go away. I'm grumpy. I didn't hear you. Owl said, go away. I'm grumpy. What do you think they're going to do? Elephant gave Owl a hat too. Owl smiled. They all cheered. Hooray! Hooray! Hooray for a hat! Say hooray for a hat! Hooray for a hat! Do you guys like wearing hats? Yeah. I especially like wearing the summertime kind of hat. Elephant, Zebra, Turtle, and Owl marched down the road to show Lion. They all said, hooray for a hat. Elephant had a big hat. Zebra had a little birthday hat. Turtle had like a cowboy hat. And the Owl had a graduation hat. That's really cool. But Lion didn't want any visitors. What do you think he said when they got there? Go away. I'm grumpy. Elephant gave Lion a hat too, but Lion was still sad. I love this hat. Put your sad face on. Lion said, I love this hat. I'm not grumpy anymore, but I'm sad. I love this hat, but I can't cheer while our friend Giraffe is not feeling well. What can we do for Giraffe? You think so? So Elephant, Zebra, Turtle, Owl, and Lion made a surprise for Giraffe. They all marched to Giraffe's home. On the way, Lion started to feel better. And soon, you see the giraffe hiding? The giraffe is hiding. And I'll tell you, giraffes don't hide very easily. But soon, Giraffe felt better too. And they all said, hooray, hooray, hooray for friends. Hooray for friends. Because it sort of seemed like the hat is what was cheering everybody up. But in this book, what was really cheering everybody up was a friend visiting them and doing something nice for them. And it really says a lot because sometimes, I know this is going to be hard to imagine, but sometimes your brother or your sister might wake up grumpy. Sometimes your parents might wake up grumpy. Sometimes even you might wake up grumpy. I know, it's hard to believe. But it's amazing how much power we have to just do something small for one another, like giving each other a hat. Or, I'll tell you, one of the things that parents really love is a hug. We can just help each other to feel better. And it's not even because of, that's a good hug. It's not even because of the hug, it's because of the friend, it's because of the family, and it's just because we know that somebody cares about us. You wake up silly? That's pretty awesome. Well, I bet you wake up and you can give good hugs to the people that you care about. So everybody put your big, 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 wonderful smile on and say, hooray for friends. And that's the end of the story. Thank you very much. They were ready for a story. You wake up grumpy? Well, you don't have to anymore.
Well, friends, that was a wonderful story, both these stories, and you've all been just fantastic. And one thing I think we can learn from these stories is that we can all show our care for each other. We all can light up ourselves, and we are all lights that can go out and shine.
That's right.
And so, we have a song today called This Little Light of Mine. I'd love for all of you to sing along and to dance along, maybe even do some harmonies.
That's right.
So, this song is This Little Light of Mine. If you'd like to get up and get your wiggles out, raise you. And we'll sing and dance and let our light shine out. Here we go, friends. 1, 2, 3, and this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh yeah. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, all around the world, we're gonna let it shine. All around the world, we're gonna let it shine. All around the world, we're gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. The library. This little light of mine, we're gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, we're gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. One more time. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. So bright in here. We thought your light shines so bright. All right, friends. We would love to thank Mayor Melvin Carter for joining us today for Great Story Time. Thank you so much. And thank you all for being here. Before we wrap it up, I'd love to mention that we have our Read Brave books to check out upstairs. We have a Read Brave contest. It's just a little entry form where you can win a thank you on book copy. So out on the table over there, or upstairs in the children's area, we have entries that you can fill out to try to win one of the copies of Thank You Amu. We also have some crafts in the children's area, so please stick around if you can. and visit us in the library. And I'd love to give a great big thank you to the Rec Center and the Rec Center staff.